And we're back once again. This time back into Overwatch. We saw some pretty good games over at the Rocket League scene, and now we're back into the grind. This time we're up against University of Idaho.
Yep, rivals cross town. Should be a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Now, as far as what we've seen so far and what we should expect to see, we lost our first game against
UC Davis.
UC Davis. Thank you. And then we won a game against University of Idaho
JV.
JV.
Yeah.
Now, Idaho State JV. Thank you. And now we're up against University of Idaho. Yeah. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. Yeah.
First map we will be playing on will be Lijiang Tower. We did watch them play Lijiang earlier this week. This is the same map where Hazard kind of gave them a lot of problems.
Yeah.
With his walls. Be curious to see if the University of Idaho
Plays into that meta.
plays into that meta a little bit on this map. Either maybe playing some more like wall characters like Hazard or May. Because there's lots of chokes.
Yeah.
On this map. So
What we saw last time is they kind of put a lot of pressure on the bridges to probably make sure they go into those choke points.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Idaho State decides to conform to that or just break out and do their own thing.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Average Pillow, last time we saw on this map, I think Average Pillow played
I believe it was Queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost said Renato, but
No.
Renata.
Ramatra.
Ramacho.
There you go.
But no, it was Queen.
Yeah.
Last time we see Average Pillow pull out the new champion. I just forgot his name.
Hazard.
Hazard.
We did. When they were playing Circuit Royale.
Right.
Average Fellow did pull out Hazard. So I'll be curious to see if maybe that translates to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Since knowing how well that went for Texas A&M earlier this week.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll decide to kind of flip that and use it for themselves.
Absolutely. We're about to see the compositions here shortly. Is underway.
And if you had a folder and coffee marked on your bingo card, you can now mark it.
There you go.
Thank you for our wonderful observers.
Finding the interesting stuff. Doing the Lord's work.
Ready for battle.
Far as compositions go, looks like we see once again. Oh, so let's talk about the team so far. We got Brawler as tank, Magic Turtle as our healer, Shaman as our healer as well, and Kelbert and Window Fang in the DPS.
So this is the first time we're going to see Zarya being played in this tournament, aside from us playing our own JV. So this should be pretty interesting, especially when it comes to Queen, because she is a very good counter. Her bubbles do get lots and lots of value when playing characters such as Queen. Be curious to see.
Once again, ICU is opting to go to the white room. They really like it there. But University of Idaho has already made a stance on the checkpoint, and in just a few seconds it will unlock.
Average Fellow is trying to
Wow.
the pressure.
And you did it. Next.
All right. Just had to check one thing real quick, and now we're back into it. Okay, so
U of I does, actually, excuse me, ISU will take back the point after U of I has held it for some amount of time. Very nice knife from Average Fellow, able to land that.
now we get to see them play hard defense. It looks like they're not going to choose to push that too hard, probably because University of Idaho has their team already up.
This is where the Bengals normally thrive, is they thrive on defense. Once they're able to get that momentum and get themselves rooted on the point, it's normally pretty hard to get that.
Absolutely.
Doing a very good job here. U of I does have that off angle, almost picked Diane.
Shaman pulls out the sound barrier.
Trading picks for
The rest of the team.
Average Fellow does pull out his ult, is able to secure a kill on Brawler.
Xerath getting around the map pretty quickly just to stay on point and get some.
Average Pillow does go down, but does have Xerath and Lemonade able to continue the fight and win the point.
Awesome. That's amazing, actually.
That is.
So, not enough to go and push, choke them out too hard.
No,
So-
watching more and more, you can really tell where a team is comfortable and where they're not.
Yeah.
And right here, this is their comfort zone.
Yeah.
This is what they do. This is what they like. They like defending. So it makes it very hard for the Vandals to try to break that.
Wow! Woo! Good
pick
pick
from
from Lemonade. She's
1v1
got her
with
high
Lucio.
noon ready, but there's a big wall in the center of that. Just has
A
to
couple of shots, should be able to land one more on the Lucio.
Woo, playing a little do-si-do around that pillar. What a play. Xerath putting a little pressure on there and then pulling back.
Widowfang does decide to go. Excuse me, I'm forgetting her name. Venture.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Bacon and
Very
cake.
nice for Diane.
Wolf getting kills. Love it when we see the... Again.
The healer's getting active a little bit.
Yeah, getting a little damagey.
Kind of just ego ult from Xerath, you know. Doesn't really need it. It's just kind of a statement.
Yeah,
And
what,
that will be the first point.
what a strong start
Yeah.
from ISU. Very contrasting to what we saw last time. Last time we see that ISU started off kind of slow, but then like was able to, at least I'm referring to their first game.
Yeah.
Started off slow, ramp up, be able to adapt well, and then kind of smash it. But we got to see a really strong start from ISU right now. Hopefully, University of Idaho, you know, they'll probably adapt to the play.
Probably.
But once again,
And for anybody that has a astronaut suit on their bingo card, go ahead and mark it now.
I'm gonna say that blue one. That's sus. That guy's
Yes,
sus right
is
there.
that one.
Yeah,
Would you end up voting that guy out?
that guy's out. He's different.
Yeah.
We gotta get people out who are different.
I get it.
And we're back into it. Looks like
Something that
Brawler,
caused problems.
looks like Brawler is gonna go with the new meta,
Does play Hazard. Hopefully won't cause too many problems during this game.
but it seems to me that ISU just has a little bit more of a healing advantage. At least is getting more heals out as Brawler comes and gets that push. Average Fellow
is able to escape.
able to squeeze by that and get out of it. Holy cow!
Almost able to secure a pick on the Mei. Is
And hard.
potentially walled off, but is able to get back to the team. And another wall.
A lot of walls going on. This is making momentum a little bit more complicated for ISU, but they are staying in it. Average Pillow will go down as followed by Diana, which causes problems for ISU, but they are not
still
backing
testing
down.
the point. Still fighting.
Right now, it is
Almost able to get. Xerath does get picked off.
the point has gone over to University of Idaho's favor.
Lemonade does decide to ult. They counter beat in response. Could potentially got a Lucio if she decided to peek out a little bit more.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the timing there did not really work out for her.
Could have potentially saved her ult maybe a little bit later. I really like this off angle from Lemonade, trying to divide the attention a little bit.
Yeah.
Lemonade does get a beat, so she should be able to play a little bit more aggressive here. 3 picks coming in for the Bengals.
Huge picks, and it's a team wipe.
Yes, it is. Xerath does go down in the process, but he will be back before they do.
Point is overturned at the 53% mark. So a good little lead from University of Idaho. Now ISU is just going to have to catch up and play that legendary defense of theirs.
Yep. And they also, see, they are playing Kiriko on the Vandals are, so they do have a little bit of counter to Average Fellow's ult. But Xerath does get a very nice pick on Brawler. It's also another one from Magic Turtle, leaving them in a 3v5. Able to finish one, yep.
Kilbert just wasn't able to do a lot. Not Kilbert, that was Widowfang. Windowfang.
Widow.
Widow?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Widow.
So you can see Zareth kind of sneaking in the back a little bit, trying to possibly surprise somebody up.
Now, ults-wise, Average Pillow does have his ult. Lemon will have her ult momentarily.
Average Pillow will have to kind of play off of the Suzu from the Vandals. Wow.
Oh, they were able to
Very nice pick.
They were able to get Kilbert before the sound barrier was able to go off, so still leaving them with a 4v5.
These Brawler entering the point with no health, able to get picked off immediately.
Lemon was able to shut down that dive real nice.
Very strong start for the Bengals.
And still has the ult to spare.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Now coming in this next fight, they will have, I would probably say, maybe 3 ults if they can touch. They will probably enter in with Kitsune Rush. So I assume we will either counter Kitsune Rush or beat.
Yeah.
Average Pillow does end up getting first pick. Could prove pretty hard for the rest of the team to counter up, and they decide just to back out and try not to stagger and just re-engage for another fight.
Zareth is going in for... Oh, no, he's just backed up with his team.
Yep.
All right, so but Ulticami-wise, we got 4 ultimates for ISU. Bacon and Cakes with that sound barrier will prove very useful for getting that team inside. Kasumi Rush comes out as well as the sound barrier.
Very big 2 picks for Zareth.
And it's a team wipe.
And the rest of the team falls.
See, when you got the budget for greatness, it just works. It just makes it so much easier.
And that will be, I believe that'll be map 1.
That's what?
Yep.
That is map 1. Heck yeah.
Map 1 does go to the Bengals. Obviously, as we've seen before, Control is, they've learned
I love
from earlier this week.
Lemonade played the game. Just getting those one after another.
Defense definitely is very much of a strong point when it comes to the Bengals.
I now realize it.
Yeah, and it's really interesting and exciting to see. Because you kind of know. Like, you can kind of tell when we get on the point and when we secure ourselves, like, you kind of just get that feeling. It's like, all right, yeah, like, we got it.
Yeah.
Like, we can do it. Like, let's go kind of a thing.
Exactly. And even going back to my main point earlier today, the way that these players get their ultimates so fast is be able to deal damage.
Yeah.
And, you know, at that point, it doesn't matter if that other team has good healers because it allows you to still get that damage. If you plant yourself in a good position and do that damage, and if you win, if you lose, usually if you win, you have a better opportunity to be at that defensive, which ISU is utilizing so well right now. But by the time the other team has the second chance, their ult economy is just really nice and in their favor. And I just felt like ISU, that entire game, just had a little bit better ult economy than the other team. So
and
that played in their favor real nice.
That better ult economy comes from winning those first fights.
Yep.
And, you know, like, each match is not really differently. Because, I mean, if one team plants themselves on the point first, they're going to be at an advantage for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
And one thing I kind of noticed right at the crux of University of Idaho losing that game is their tank switched to, wait, was it a tank? They switched to Wrecking Ball.
Did they really?
And I'm like, oh, are we going to see a Wrecking Ball in this next game or in the future? And is that going to really disrupt what ICU has going? Like, especially for like securing those kills and getting those ultimates stacked up. Like, Wrecking Ball could prove an issue.
Depending on the skill of who's ever playing.
Yeah.
I think Wrecking Ball, he can either be a throw pick or he can be the most dangerous person in the game.
I've seen it both ways.
Yeah.
In these games. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, next pick that goes to University of Idaho.
We are waiting on a map. There is a bit of a rules clarification happening right now, so we do not have a map just yet.
All right. Anyway, next I'm gonna give our observers a challenge for the next map. I need you to find a what should we make them find? Something that would exist in just about any map. I need you to find
I think it depends on the map. I think let's see what the map is.
a coffee mug.
A coffee mug?
I need a coffee mug.
They found a coffee mug though.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be like mean and be like, oh, find like a skateboard, and they're like in the tundra. Like,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So let's see what the map is, and then we can give them a challenge.
we'll make it a challenge. The first observer to find a coffee mug gets our
Okay.
gets our respect.
So the next map will be Parisa. So a bit of a challenge for the observers. I want you to find something regarding a DJ set, like a record.
Initiating match.
All right, so now we're into game mode hybrid. So this is where they contest to capture 1 point, and then the second half is pushing the payload to to its destination. All right.
So that is not a record, but is a beach ball.
So those
So
check
those
your
of you,
bingo cards.
so those of you that had a beach ball on your bingo card, go ahead and mark that now. Somebody's got to have bingo at some point.
Shame. They couldn't find it. They couldn't hack it.
Looks like we got to get better observers for next
Well,
match. I'm just kidding.
I can't protect.
You guys are doing great.
And once again, looks like Average Pill is opting for Winston, while Brawler is going to stick with the Havoc. The Havoc last game did Hazard.
There you go.
My apologies. Hazard last game did pose a little bit of a challenge for ISU. They were able to hack it and get by it. This time, there might not be as much tight quarters. We'll see how Brawler decides to utilize this.
It will be kind of interesting to see the interaction between Hazard and Winston, because as you can see, he might dive in, and both walls will come out as soon as he dives.
So with Widowfang's walls, like there's just double,
Correct.
a lot of
So
double crowd control happening. From
It does
versus
make it
Idaho.
does make it really hard for Average Fellow to do his job as a dive character and as playing Winston.
Yep.
Because that punishment that is there. Very nice pick on Widowfang for Lemonade. So there's one thing that Average Fellow will not have to worry about. Finishing up this team fight. Is able to pretty much freely dive, but does get slept.
Oh!
Somebody set an alarm and wake this man up.
Most of ISU does go down. Zaref is the only one left alive. Yeah, that was a really good sleeper dart
That was very,
from Magic
it's
Turtle.
a very, very good sleep.
Very high reflex.
So Average Fellow does switch to the Hazard, realizing that he probably play a little bit more conservative dive. Not as aggressive as Winston demands.
Yeah. It's hard to see what's going on in that little room, but it looks fun.
We need to attack the objective.
Reserve does end up getting a pick on Magic Turtle, so that means they are down one support going into this fight.
Now the point is contested.
Brawler is also picked up by Lemonade, and Kelbor is met with 3 shurikens to the mouth by Zera.
And it looks like that's going to be a free, non-contested zone that will go to ISU, putting them on the map for greatness. Now it's time to push that payload.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Both teams do stay on the same comps. U of I does, I would say, have overall a little bit more.
Lemon finding the side shots.
Empowered and ready to fire.
Average Fellow is pretty far deep. Is able to
Average
get
Fellow.
a pick and get out safely. Very nice from Average Fellow. Able to avoid the May wall. Almost got him.
Oh,
Goes through this little window. Does get walled off, though. Is able to get out again. Lemonade is able to secure a pick,
These are some risky dives.
but it's working. It is paying off. Lemonade is able to get a pick.
Oh,
Does end up getting dive, but it is okay. The rest of their team does fall. You know, even though these dives are pretty risky, what I really like is that the rest of the team is playing up with them. Like, so you don't have just 4 people on the car and 1 person diving.
yeah, but what I mean by risky is you can go in but because of these walls,
Yeah.
it can deny your exit.
Absolutely.
So you just have to be very careful. A lot is going on right now. Xerath is getting a lot of work done. Kills go to Diane, Xerath, Average Pill, and Diane again. That is a team wipe. They were able to secure the next checkpoint. They are sitting very happy with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to get this to the end. Pretty big from ISU. I think they might win this one also.
Yeah, I think they'll more than likely finish with a good amount of time left, especially having almost 5 minutes in the bank.
But we can't forget that the last hybrid match that they faced, they choked on those team fights that mattered most, which really denied them any progress. So they may get this payload pushed with a lot of time, but it really comes down to
Xerath does end up getting first pick. Lemonade should be able to get some sort of pick here. Does get denied that entry from Brawler.
Well, it looks like Lemonade is getting side hustled right now. She got out of there okay, though.
Should be able to re-engage. They do have the rest of the team left. Very
Whoa.
nice pick for Lemonade.
Lemonade
Able
with
to
the
entry
picks.
it off
2,
that.
3.
Lemonade just clicking left click down a corridor and it's working. Very, very, very nice.
That's going to be a play of the game if I ever saw one. I'm calling it right now.
Maybe he can get the stagger on the Yulari. Are able to get that.
Yeah, staggers would be good at this point.
So let's see if they're able to apply enough pressure. Average does ult to try to keep them there. Should be able to touch. Able to touch just barely.
With 0.75 meters to go.
Brawler cannot
conclude.
25.
Wow, what a match. What a play by Lemonade.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Aja. The Bengals push the cart all the way, securing all 3 objectives with 3 minutes and 17 seconds, which is a very, very, very commendable time. Should prove decently hard for the Vandals to match that.
I think what ISU did right here, especially Lemonade and some others, they found some good lines of sights.
Yeah.
That really denied the other team of abusing from perches. Lemonade just must know these maps very well, know where people are going to be, and for some reason was able to find a spot where they didn't expect her.
Correct.
Oh, look, we got a dolly. A dolly bucket. So,
Yeah, I mean,
that ended up being a card.
I doubt that was even on the card, but I appreciate the effort.
Hey, it's a hockey puck. They still haven't found the coffee mug. Come on, guys. It's a coffee mug. Oh, what is that?
Oh, is that a coffee cup?
Is that a thermos?
Maybe.
Is that a thermos with a coffee plastic cup?
I think it's good enough.
I mean, is it a mug, though? Yeah.
Oh, no. It's something. It holds stuff.
Well, I will give them half credit for this one.
Defend area denial.
It's not like they could just be going around searching. They have a job to do.
Correct.
All right off the bat, the defense that ICU is going to provide hopefully will be enough to... Looks like Brawler is opting for the Diva for a little DPS and kickback.
Soothing your wounds.
Gilbert does go down to Lemonade. Lemonade is able to find those.
Xerath is able to get another pick. Should be able to stagger the rest of the team.
Average Pillow has decided that he wants to be kind of a nuisance with the walls.
They are trying to stagger that baby diva, not letting her get back in the wall. And they are able to get it. That will shave off a couple seconds from the Vandals' push. Overall, this is very, very solid defense for the Bengals, which is, I mean, as we've come to expect.
Yeah, not a lot of progress happening with University of Utah.
Idaho.
Sorry, University of Idaho.
He does get lots of shards.
A lot of damage.
Lots of damage, man. See if she's able to pick off Gilbert once again.
Pretty much all of U of I is.
Gilbert does end up getting picked.
health.
Should be able to trap Brawler in this tiny little corner.
Awesome.
They are able to get out, though.
Lemonade's right in the center of almost everything. Unfortunately, Diane, Average Pillow, Black, and Bacon and Cates go down. Lemonade will follow.
Are able to flip that point, even though they do have a baby diva on their team, which is
So
pretty surprising.
Zeref's gonna opt out to get out of there and not contest it to waste time. She's gonna hand it over.
Overall, still a very good push. Excuse me, very good hold for the Bengals. Shaved off a decent amount of time. Took them about maybe 3 team fights in the first. Average Pillow is very, very far.
He's kind of by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad he's able to get out there without dying.
Looks like Lemonade has found herself a cozy little spot to perch up. But she's a lot of damage.
I'm sure Lemonade is looking for those itty-bitty headshots right now for 100% charge.
Full ult stack for ISU, but also almost a full ult stack for
So
University of Idaho.
Whoever pops the first ult, that will be the cue for everybody else.
It is going to be
Press Q.
the ult madness here in just a couple seconds. First
Brawler
going
does
with
pop
Brawler.
And it fortunately gets Bacon and Cake. But she is able to, Zeref is able to capitalize off of that.
They were able to get Magic Turtle and Kilbert. Woo! Diane with the kill. Average Bill with the kill.
And I'm surprised. We only used 1 ult. They only used 1 ult.
Wow, that was a conservative.
Normally, once the first
Engage.
voice line goes off, everybody panics and presses the same button.
Yeah.
That's good discipline for both teams. I don't know if that's a good thing for them. But we'll see.
I think if I were the other team, I would probably use a few more ults and actually get some progress here.
Yeah.
These few seconds are kind of crucial. You can't waste too much time.
So Average Pillow is very far.
Hell is going in. He will go
Unable
down.
to get healed. Would have liked to see maybe a little bit more of a push up from Diane.
Zeref goes in with. Did he use his ultimate? He did not.
He did not. No, nobody's popped ults yet. Overall, the Bengals are able to stall
Yeah,
the Vandals.
it was a very good stall.
Very good play from Average Pillow, even though it did end up costing him his life. He was able to create enough space and enough disruption to kind of stall them for a little bit until he got back.
Brawler is deciding to punch a hole for her team to get through.
Bacon and Cake is causing havoc in the back line. Does end up getting a pick on Magic Turtle.
Looks like everyone was able to get out of Brawler's way for her ultimate.
Average Pillow is able to secure 1 or 2 picks here. Does have his ultimate.
Oh, but just wasn't able to get it off.
So we will use 2 ults in that fight.
Okay, a little reset. Looks like University of Idaho will secure the next checkpoint. Oh, it gets contested. Looks like Lemonade's going in too. That's 1.
They are not trying to stall. They are trying to
That's 3.
completely flip this point, and they do.
Wow, I thought they had it.
I thought they had it too.
They had gone tricked me.
Yeah,
That's rude, but acceptable.
yeah. Excellent performance for the Bengals. Is able to secure that very, very easily.
Yeah.
Sorry, cannot give credit to whoever got the first pick in that fight. I do not remember, but whoever did, very good job.
Little entry denial from Average Pello, not letting him in that window. Once again, we're kind of back at this corner. Now the payload is rocking back very slowly, but
Now, if Zeref can pop his ult and get even just 1 or 2 picks here, I think they win this point.
if he can manage to
They
get
are
some of
under
the
a
small
minute.
fry,
Yeah,
that will just turn the game.
Zeref does end up getting picked, though. They are under a minute to capture this point, and if they are able to hold, they do take this map.
Now,
Diane does end up getting a pick on Kelbert. Team fight is even, both down to DPS.
no, Widowfang decides to go over to the Echo.
Desperation Diva Bomb does end up getting Average Pello, but they should still be able to touch. Zeref does pop his ult. Bacon and Cake does get a pick. They should be able to switch. Very big ult for Zeref.
Oh, he manages to go down though. But what's great is they almost made up as much progress as they did last time, but ISU was still able to stop them in their tracks right before the contested takeover.
They will. assume be able to touch in this
Oh,
last
look.
point.
Once again, it is now Brawler decides to come out with Wrecking Ball.
Getting a pick. And the rest will fall. And that will be a win for
That is win number
the
2.
Bengals. That is win number 2 for the Bengals. Idaho State now leads the series 2-0. And yeah,
These are great fights. I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I was hoping for a 2-stomp. I wasn't expecting a 2-stomp. Now I'm hoping for a 3-stomp.
yeah. I think once again, like we were saying, it really all just matters about the defense.
Yeah.
Like that's if anything's gonna show you, it's that game right there.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know why. Like I don't know if it was hard for me to recognize before, but today you've pointed this out that their defense is really, really good.
Yeah.
All things considered, and I'm like, wow, you're right. They're just, I can see it now. It's so amazing, and it's very fun to watch.
So I believe our next map will be out of the hybrid pools. So it'll be out of.
We're still
hybrid,
waiting on.
push,
We're still waiting on the
platform.
choice.
Still waiting on the U of I choice. I think our strongest mode, from what I've seen, will probably be hybrid.
Can we just do hybrid?
I believe they can still pick one though, out of hybrid.
Really? No.
Oh,
So
excuse me, escort.
So yeah, it'll be either between escort, push, and flashpoint. I would guess. Let's see. I would guess flashpoint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think flashpoint is probably.
Or push.
Yeah, I would say they want the best chance at making it an even game. I feel like for modes such as push and escort, if a team has momentum, it's hard to break it, and it's hard to win.
Yeah.
And right now, our team is rolling. The Vandals do not. The Vandals do not have momentum at all.
Yeah.
So you'd think they would want to pick a map that kind of slows it down, and you pick each individual team fights each individual point, and can maybe try to build some momentum off of that.
Yeah, and I feel like let's see, with
Our next map is Dorado, so they do choose an escort map. So be curious to see which team is on offense, which team is on defense, because I do think that matters.
it might actually, yeah.
I think if the Bengals are able to be on offense first and establish kind of a
basis.
A basis,
Yeah.
Establish a basis on like what they have to do. Like they go into the defense knowing, okay, we made it with this much time, or we didn't make it at all. Like this is what we have to do. This is what we should play, and I think it makes it like you're a lot more confident knowing that as long as you hold right here, you win the game.
And what they've proven so far is that they can hold.
Yeah.
When push comes to the shove, they can hold.
Yeah.
What we have seen in the past is when they need to break into a scene, maybe they struggle a little bit with that. But so maybe they might struggle with the offense a little bit. But their defense is pretty good.
I think they've gone a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Especially throughout this whole day, just from watching.
Yeah.
Just playing those off angles and playing in different spaces and not just grouping up in one corridor and everybody shooting at everybody at the same time, kind of a thing. And really, like I was saying, I've said it like 100 times, like dividing attention.
Yeah. Like
that's like really, really, really pivotal when it comes to.
And I would say one more key factor in all this is morale.
Yeah.
I've seen ISU have low morale. And now I'm seeing them have high morale, and it's so effective.
Yeah.
And it's doing wonders for them today, and we get to see that. Maybe it was being able to play that last game just against JV, but honestly, I wasn't expecting this much greatness against University of Idaho of all people. So I know University of Idaho has a really strong esports program, and we're relatively new, all things considered.
Yeah.
So just to be able to see this much strength coming in, and on a morale standpoint, confidence, it's good to see. It really is. It's a breath of fresh air.
So we are having a bit of a roster change. Widow Fang did get the email saying that they booked him a flight to Mexico. So he will be getting benched this match and will be replaced. And it's a funny thing because this map is in Mexico.
Oh wow!
Oh, they found the coffee mug.
Found the coffee mug.
They found the coffee mug.
It's even
Excellent.
it's even steaming.
It's even steaming
with no coffee in it.
Yeah, it's just pixels. Just pixel steam.
Oh, that's fantastic. And
And
look,
a pinata.
I swear that pinata has to be from like a game.
Oh, and it's gone.
Wow, that was rude. That was just they knew we were looking at it. They knew we were admiring it.
Oh,
I was gonna say that's from like that one pinata game that came out on like the PlayStation, but maybe not.
yeah.
It's just so sad.
And just the dead remains of the pinata. Scattered across the floor. Nothing left but its torso hanging.
It had dreams.
Okay, let's get back to Overwatch and not exploding pinatas.
Okay, a little bit of a hard defense stance being taken up by ISU.
So they do run Pharmacy. For viewers who don't know what that is, that's the Far character and Mercy.
Yeah,
It's immediately shut down, but I imagine we'll get res.
they're definitely taking a high ground approach this time. So now it's going to be a King of the Hill game. Whoever has high ground wins
Essentially.
the game.
Lots of damage coming out from both teams, but Lemonade is looking for maybe a pick. Does notice the Pharah starting left. Bacon and Cake does end up taking out the Pharah.
Oh, looks like they were able to see Shaman or Sandman. Oh, it's Sandman. But they do manage to get him eventually. Looks like it's going to be a tank v tank shootout.
And is unable to get out. Unfortunately, dashes straight into a wall.
Once again, another great start from ISU. And yeah, University of Idaho knows that they're going to be taking the high ground, so they're doing everything they can to kind of punish that choice, but it hasn't really panned out so far. We'll see if they change up their strategy. I don't know if they can at this point.
So they do end up taking a lot of the high ground on the left.
Yeah, and they're sticking together, which is a good choice, I think.
Diane does end up picking Brawler.
Being able to assist Average Pillow on taking the tank out is huge.
Eliminated.
Mr. to follow.
He is able to escape.
She is running home.
Very, very good defensive hold. Almost got it. Unfortunately, cannot get up there.
Yeah, this might be a kind of a hard place for University of Idaho to break free of. This is a very kind of tight choke. A lot of angles to kind of get abused from.
Yeah, especially when you're playing really heavy movement characters such as Genji, Sojourn, and Hazard.
Yeah.
It really is hard to kind of pinpoint everybody at the same time. And they are able to play from, like you said, a lot of different off angles. Kind of just make it hard to get one solid push.
Oh,
Average Pillow is able to get carried off of that all, and Brawler does end up getting picked with a very nice wall from Average Pillow. And the rest do fall. So
Average Pillow is doing an amazing
Pillow
job
is
at just
doing wonders right now.
he's soaking up so much damage. The healers are there with him on point, making sure he doesn't go down. And it looks like I thought he was going to die there.
Me too.
I honestly did, but his healers defy all expectations and makes it happen.
So they do have 1 minute left to get this push. So they are able to get a couple picks in this next 20 seconds. They should win the match pretty easily. We do have a lot of ults, but they also have almost every ult except for Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, we're just
So I assume this last fight will be everybody's favorite fight of pressing Q and see who wins.
at this point. There's 30 seconds left. Ultimates will go out. Here they go.
Xerath is trapped up in the air, can't get any use out of his blade, tries to slink.
Gets one.
The Reaper is able to secure one.
Unfortunately,
Though the Lemonade is able to get a very nice pick.
they were just getting away from him. Zeref does go down. Average Pello barely managing to stay alive for just a bit longer.
Bacon and Cake can get out without dying and is unable to. So they
2 seconds left. And now
they could touch. No.
Zeref
Never.
probably
They're probably off down too. They held them for a good chunk of time. I think that's very hopeful that they're able to hold them shortly after they capture this point.
So, captured point, payload stops there for a second, giving them just over 2 minutes more to work with. But still, so far, very good work from ISU to stop them this much. This map is very much a game of verticality. You need players and champions who can get around the map easily and find those angles and
trying to get some sort of pick with her ult, unable to do so. But applied enough pressure nonetheless.
Brawler almost goes down, but manages to get back just enough. ISU might have to back up here.
We have to back up because in the rest of Brawler. Aberpillo does end up getting walled. Will be able to get out. Zeref does end up going down. Completely whiffs his ult. Brawler did.
Average Pillows got his ultimate up real quick, but both healers also... No, not both healers. The ult...
Average Pillow does engage with his ult, trying to get some sort of usage at it. Very nice pick for Lemonade.
Lemonade was able to get Shaman. That's pretty good. Average Pillows going in hard to take all that damage and deny entry as best he can. Bacon and Cakes is holding onto his ultimate for now.
Kind of surrounded right now. They do have... Average Pillow is able to dive in and is unable to save Average Pillow with the beat. Bacon and Cake tried to save him a little bit too late.
But they are able to clean up house just enough to stop the payload. Now it's just time to chase the Reaper.
I'm sure Bacon and Cake is apologizing very much in the team chat right now.
But he also has a 5-kill streak, so he's doing all right in my book.
So we do have both DPS ult going in this last fight.
We got 10 seconds on the clock for the other team to touch. Let's see if
they will probably end up touching. See if how Zeref plays his Genji Blade.
He's going in now.
On the Mercy. Secures 1 kill, goes up. Reaper
puts on the defense.
Does not matter because while they're all worried about the ninja swinging his sword, they forgot about Lemonade.
And that is game. And that is ISU's first ever 3-stomp.
Not yet.
Oh, that's not game.
That's not yet.
That's right. Oh, shoot. I got way too excited.
You know what? It's okay because you know why? You're manifesting it.
I am.
You guys can't see it right now, but I'm knocking on wood. I don't even think this desk is wood, but it's okay.
I just ruined it for the whole team.
No.
Is that what I did?
No. But if we lose, it's because of you, though.
If we lose, I'm fired. And
yeah.
I can never show my face in esports again.
Wow, a fire hydrant.
That's that's a handsome object you guys found. Good job. I don't know why it looks like that, but I like
another mug.
They're just peppering us with gifts at this point.
Yeah.
More mugs. I don't know what the problem was last map, but this map is just your guys' friend.
I just think they were tired of your slander for them not being able to find mugs.
They're just doubling down.
Yep. Be curious to see if Brawler sticks with the Orisa pick.
Yeah. Honestly, Brawler has been kind of flip-floppy this whole game.
Yeah, Average Pillow has been the better tank.
Yeah.
I would say throughout this whole series.
So Orisa, do you think could counter?
Nah.
No? Nah. Do you think he is OP? Since he's new? Well, kind of historically, when they come out with new champions in any given game, they make them a little bit more stronger than the rest, just so they'll like sell skins, stuff like that. So do you think that's still the case, or do you think they balanced them out?
He is new in terms of everybody else, but he has been balanced a couple times.
Okay.
But overall, I still think his whole kit is just extremely good. As you can see, is very good at making space and taking angles, such as that. And he's able to secure one pick.
Now I think Brawler is going to attempt to do his best to soak up as much bullets as he can.
Soak up all of it and ends up dying.
And right now, ISU is already ahead in terms of
end up going down, but it
second.
Could be okay. They do have 2 on cart, just freely pushing it.
And they'll get that first checkpoint without a hitch.
And they're almost flipping the map. Right.
Yeah. Lemonade doing heavy damage. Ooh. Manages to get taken out, though, by... Oh, no. Lemonade's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened there? Who was I looking at?
I think you might have got the colors mixed up.
All right.
But ISU does not have very far to push it until they do secure this point.
Now they
very, very, very nice headshots from Diane on the Orisa. Able to get finished off by Lemonade.
Yeah, with 5 minutes to go, there's a lot to play around with here.
ISU will have almost all of their ults coming in this next fight. Granted, they do build it up. They are kind of just letting bacon and cake sit there and look pretty on the cart while the rest of the team does the hard work.
Yeah, unfortunately, they cannot stand idle by for much longer. They have to stop this payload at one point.
Very nice ult from Average Pella to secure Magic Turtle. I do
Whoa.
not know. And the rest will fall.
Huge picks. Lemonade is the only one to go down.
Okay, now you can say it.
We won!
Now you can say it.
And first time ever ISU gets their first 3 stomp. And
very fittingly, it's against the Vandals.
Yeah, I'll call that a rival.
Yeah? Well, rivals are supposed to be equal.
Well,
I don't know if this was equal or not, but...
Like I was saying, Idaho, University of Idaho, they have a pretty good prominent esports program, and I was expecting a little bit of a fight.
Yeah.
And there were some fighty moments, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm disappointed in the lack of drama, but it's nice to see this hard of a win from a team like University of Idaho.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, and I'm not complaining.
No, me neither.
Not complaining.
Well, we'll go and sign off until, and I don't know if we're going to be streaming Overwatch or Rocket League. Sounds like we're going to be Rocket League. So we'll sign off and give it up to the other casters. We'll see you guys later.